Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 137 of the Red Force podcast. My name's Eric Talado, but today, Christian Talado,
Fiddle with the camera.
ill-prepared.
I mean, it got knocked around, alright?
Ill-prepared as usual.
Is what it is.
Speaking of preparation. Just for us to recap.
The legend is here, alright? The legendary, long prophesized.
Will it be next week?
It will be next week. The long-awaited Dressrosa review.
People want it for some reason.
People want it for some reason. It's going to be...
Is it to watch us suffer for 6 hours?
We're going to be suffering, alright? Now, there is a soundboard for that, but...
But what?
We'll save it for the episode, alright? We'll save it for next week.
People confused, people salty, people enraged, people elated.
Yep.
Everyone's hyped.
Alright.
The chapter is the elephant in the room.
You know, we sit here every week and we're like, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. Alright. Last week we said, Kaido's not going to get damaged by this attack. And we're kind of right, because at the end of the chapter, inconsequential.
Well, we'll get into it.
And then, right, get this, right. We said,
What?
also last week we said, don't get mad when Kaido takes damage. We also said that. Alright. So, we sit
Anime,
here,
something's going on.
you know.
Big Mom's almost at the factory. Rio's been used.
How do you feel about the visuals?
Well,
It's distinct enough,
just keep it consistent.
you
I
know?
wish I would do it. That's a different story.
question. Alright, that's a different question.
Get into the
Alright.
chapter. Topic of the show. Stop.
Talking of the show,
Just
Eric,
read
you
the
might
text.
have called Eric enraged on the King of Lightning show.
Always.
You might have called him
Listen, you're just gonna read it, all right?
ranting, raving, screaming.
Well, you know,
On
you have to get your word.
multiple YouTubers' streams and discussions.
You gotta get your word in edgewise, all right?
See-
Especially King of Lightning.
Were you on Bragos this week?
Was I on Bragos this week?
I think you were.
So.
You're on Bragos, you're on Kings, right? Earlier today.
Many theories. We give you the right. answers.
Rage, screaming. What is Rio? What isn't Rio? Who has it? Who
I'm
doesn't
not
have
upset
it?
at the chapter. I'm upset at
Headcanons.
just goons.
Alright. Well, any more announcements? Eric off work next week.
Next week off work.
A free Eric.
Construction's being made on some animations for
Animations,
specific people. I'm
sure.
sure you can work out who it is.
Now, the search for new technology is always happening.
Yes, the big rig, Christian.
And the big rig is coming in with the RTX sound. And that should improve
we'll
the
see.
sound
We'll
quality.
see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it works.
It should improve the sound quality. Right?
Yeah.
Make it better. Right? So we're always looking for new technology. Alright. Now. Shadow Soul. The fourth arc has begun production. Alright? New chapter sometime this week. Alright? New arc. New adventures. Alright? Feels good.
Okay.
Start something fresh. Something new. You know. There you go. Now, Eric, I don't want... Next week, we're going to have the Dressrosa recap.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of work on my part.
Okay.
Will Eric reread Dressrosa? Absolutely not.
No chance.
I am currently 50% through
What's
this
the
arc.
point of you doing detailed notes and me reading it?
You know?
You insist on doing the laborious.
You're going to be here, and you're going to suffer with us. Alright? That's just how it is. Alright? So, Dressrosa recap, I'm putting in the work.
Yeah.
Alright? I've already put in probably about 12 hours
Okay.
doing the research. We're 50 chapters deep into Dressrosa, 50 more to go. How is that even possible?
Have you found anything interesting? People forget.
A lot of small panels, a lot of small things people forget.
Okay.
Alright? Like Robin versus Treble. Did
No
you
one
remember
remembers.
that? No one remembers that.
Okay.
Alright, no one remembers that. Kinemon being a joke the entire time. Complete joke.
Okay.
Alright?
We'll look forward to that next week. What's the
forward to that.
point of this?
The point of this is,
Yes.
I don't want no bullshit thumbnail.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you want me to do?
I want a
Bingo?
real fantastic thumbnail for this recap. I want no bullshit. Alright? You know?
We'll see.
What do you mean we'll see?
We'll see.
This is the kind of bullshit I have to put up with, alright? I want
Now,
a quality
now, I will
thumbnail.
remind you the best thumbnails
Go on.
for recaps.
Sure.
Boa Hancock.
Sure.
Do I do the Rebecca play? Do I do
No.
the Viola play? Do I put Mango on there?
You say Dressrosa, you think Mango. Alright? I want a quality Doflamingo. Quality. Alright? Maybe it's too much of a meme. I was gonna say maybe Kinemon in the
It's a bit too relevant now.
it's
I
a
don't
bit
think
too
it's gonna-
you know, it's a bit of a meme. But we need a quality thumbnail for the Just Rosa recap, alright? This is long awaited. Long
Alright.
anticipated, must be done. Alright.
Chapter.
Now, let's move into the chapter. Let's let's get into this nonsense, alright? Chapter 9, 8, 7. Vessels of Glory. Alright?
Do you want to even recap the chapter, or you just want to talk about the big thing?
There are things to talk about,
Okay.
alright, during this chapter. So just the first two. It's the first thing anyway on the list to talk about. So I guess so.
Alright.
But before we get into the chapter, a nice little color page.
Jinbei.
Jinbei
Makes his
finally
debut.
makes his debut.
Official.
Official Straw Hat member. Alright? Official. Also, Robin X Frankie confirmed.
It's been a thing.
Robin X Frankie confirmed within this thumbnail. It's an affectionate touch. Alright? Frankie blushing, Robin blushing. Alright? Frankie X Robin confirmed.
There you go.
That's all I'm saying with that. That's all you can get from this cover page. Jinbei Straw Hat. Robin X Frankie confirmed. For the shippers out there. Just saying.
Alright.
Anything else about this color page?
Waifu just, Hebe just giving us $5 talking about, Dorothy. She wants a nice Dorothy thumb.
We all deserve it. We all deserve
We
it.
just talked about it.
We all deserve it.
Let's get into the cruise ship. No pound this week, so it's a nice little break.
It's done. Is it done?
Will we get him next week? Who
I think
knows?
it's done. Come
Okay.
on. How is it not done? Again, as I said last week, unless he falls into the ocean and drowns, and then he's actually dead. Ultimate irony.
Okay.
But there you go. We get a little flashback page. Is this really necessary?
You gotta be reminded.
Alright, we're Odin, the myth, the man, the legend,
Yes, you gotta be
the
reminded.
sauce just poured all over the
We talked
bed.
about the sauce.
Alright?
Was
Oda will never stop.
No meat in that sauce now when we got there.
But
That
Odin
sauce on
will
the
never stop pouring the sauce all over Odin.
Never.
Right?
I imagine
Never
when we're
stop.
out of this arc, we'll still get Odin sauce.
Forever. If Yamato joins, forever.
Yeah.
Right? The constant reminder of Odin.
Your theory about Yamato's little character arc started to play out a little bit.
A little bit, it's like, I will become Odin. What does that mean to her? You know, does that mean I'll become my true self?
Anyway.
All
we'll
that kind of stuff, but we'll get to
it. Yeah.
a nice double page spread. Kano falling out of the mansion. Kinemon tries real hard.
Tries hard. And then
Tries hard. The sword goes through Kinemon. And you know what? You see that page, you just like,
what's this?
and then you're like this.
That's what happened.
Alright? That's what happened. Now, Kinemon punches Kano, and that's one thing. That's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see the top panel. You see Kiku do it. And you're like, okay. Alright. It'd be one thing if it was just Kinemon.
Alright.
And he's channeling the essence of Odin and the fucking
Sure.
bullshit, whatever. Alright? But that panel at the top corner really does kind of make it really weird. Where it's like, But why is Kiku cutting through Kaido's hand?
Why is Kiku the chosen one in this panel? Where's Dejiro? Where's...
I get Kinemon because he's the main guy.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oda's been putting some sauce on Kiku for no reason the last couple of weeks.
Killed Kojiro.
Yeah,
as far as we know.
She's been doing a lot of work.
Put in work. But yeah. Alright. Kaido thinking about his scar. He's not even paying attention, really.
My scar hurts.
My scar hurts. What is his pain? Do they have the same Ryo as Odin? Question mark. And that question is, and that answer is yes. Alright? Oda would not put this here if it wasn't the answer.
They have Ryo.
Right? It's not Kaido's loss of mental capacities and he can't focus, therefore his scales disappear or some bullshit, alright?
It's Ryo.
It's not Big Mom. We're told when that happened with Big Mom, alright? It's not channeling the ghost of Odin through the will of Odin and the inherited will and using that to puncture it, puncture Kaido. It's raw, straight Ryo. We were told that Ryo can damage Kaido. Now, does this do any damage whatsoever? At the end of the chapter, you could say no.
The title's called Paper Cut for a reason, Christian.
Alright? Paper cut. Kaido's like, you may be able to damage me. Still an Emperor. Still a mythical Zoan.
Mm-hmm.
And the wounds are gone in one panel.
Now let's talk about
the
sensical factor.
You can make this make sense.
Ryo required
that's
punctures.
all you need to damage Kaido.
Is it satisfactory?
It is. Whatever way you want to spin this, it will never feel good. Right?
I don't think anyone feels good.
No one actually feels good about this situation. Did we want this to happen? Does it ruin the moment when Luffy gets that first hit in with Ryo?
Perhaps.
I would say it does. It lessens the impact either Zoro or Luffy are gonna make. Because it's like, yeah, the mystical sword thing is now...
The unkillable man, the impenetrable Kaido.
The mystical Enma thing is now even lessened. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Maybe that's the early sword slash Odin's Kaido's ever taken.
Ever scarred Kaido, apparently, is a direct quote, Christian.
Well, it permanently scarred Kaido.
Yes.
Are there scars here? No. Seems to have regened it, right?
But, yeah.
Now, the other questions must be brought up. Where is Kaido's and Haki?
Does he have
Does he even have it, and does he even care?
Potentially not.
Because even if you want to talk about Ryo and just the regular base body of Kaido, where is the arm and Haki to block it?
He expected not to be pierced.
Sure, there's that thing, like he's already said, he's expecting not to get damaged because of his raw form. And even against...
Apparently he's drunk as well.
And even against Odin, he didn't use Haki.
Does he have it?
Where is Kaido's Haki?
Hardening.
You can say Thunderbargwa's Haki. I think that's fair to say.
Does he have Ryo and not armor hardening? Much like Zoro pre-time skip.
Sure. Does he have that? Well then, we need to see it. There's a lot. This brings up a lot of questions. All right.
Anyway,
this brings up a lot of questions.
We've talked about this a few times. Is it sensical? Yes. Is it satisfactory? Not particularly.
Yeah.
Now
it's kind of like
there are 3 Kinemon fans out there.
Let's say he was always wrong.
Who was satisfied.
Here's the
now, if this was the Straw Hat, if this was Luffy, Zoro, Law doing the same thing, hype.
What we needed is, because last time they fought Kaido 20 years ago, Kinemon basically is the same as he was 20 years ago. If we got the hint that they had the same Ryo as Odin, anywhere at all. Because you could say any swordsman has this.
Any Wano swordsman particularly.
Any swordsman. Any true swordsman would have this.
Yeah.
Because
Zoro, Master, from Wano.
if you don't have this and you're a swordsman, you're trash. What's the point?
Yeah.
This is like baseline swordsmanship. I'm gonna say, because we look at the swordsmen out there. You got Zoro. You got Brook, who doesn't have it, and is why he's not that great. But he can still cut steel. This is the whole fucking. Any swordsman that can cut steel technically has this. We're talking Kyros. We're talking Zabo with the pipe cutting Diamante's sword.
Yeah, that might be a brutal fucking thing.
Whatever. Like, any swordsman that can cut
Cut steel, specifically.
technically has this technique. Right? Technically. If you want to break it down.
Sword snapping is
So we're
different.
talking-
I wouldn't take sword snapping.
We're talking Brook cutting shields and shit in whatever, Whole Cat Gaunt. We're talking fucking Cavendish cutting up armor and shit. Alright? Now, Luffy's never... show me a pattern where Luffy's ever completely punched through steel. It's always indents. Until Rio in
The prison.
the prison.
Specifically fighting steel. A block of steel.
A block of steel. Alright? So, this just brings up a lot of goddamn questions, basically. This is pretty... With swordsmanship and how it works, and Rio and the breath of all things. Because that's what we know it is. Hyogoro said that's what it is.
We'll get to that in Tell Me the Show.
Alright? And that's what it is. It's not anything else. It's not stage 4 Haki, stage 3 Haki. Stop. It's a technique that a lot of swordsmen have.
And that's why we're
That's
not
what it
upset
is.
about the sensical aspects. We're just like, is it
But
satisfactory?
just like, why is it the Scabbards that get... Because if this wasn't a plot point, and this was just power scaling, fine. Whatever. It's you know, it's the kryptonite, it's the way to hurt Kaido, whatever. But this was the plot point of the entire Act 2. Luffy training, learning Rio, how to hurt Kaido, how to damage Kaido. Kaido's never been cut outside of Oden.
I said this on Kickstream. Is the moment earned? Now, is this the fault of the flashback falling flat?
Yeah.
It's a bunch of things.
Also, like...
And why doesn't he show Neko and Mushi? Why doesn't he show the ones we like? He shows us Kiku and Raizo. And Raizo doesn't even do anything.
Raizo, like, the Raizo attack, no blood. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. And let's just talk about the art thing for a second. Where's the aura? Where's the Haki?
Make it clear.
Make it clear, make it consistent. Why isn't
We
there
get
the
pre
Haki
time
aura?
skip, you know. But
Yeah.
we have drawings patterns for Haki now. Use them.
Yeah, like...
And like last week, Luffy breaking the collars.
Here's my thing, mate. Make it clear. Because the Zoro swirling aura shit, if Kinemon used that... Because he does it in Dressrosa, you know. Birdcage bullshit,
Yeah.
right?
Birdcage.
We'll get to it next week. Alright, we'll get to it.
Okay.
Alright? But why not draw it the same way he drew it in Dressrosa with the aura? With the Haki
Haki
blade.
little fire
The little flames coming off it. To really tell us that yes, this is Rio, this is what it looks like. I've showed Kinemon having this, I've showed Zoro having this is what it is, and we understand that.
It's confusing.
But now it's confusing because there's no Haki on it.
Now he says it's Rio.
Sure.
Kaido posits the question of it's Rio.
Yeah.
And it is.
Yeah.
Because that's what you
fine.
require to hurt Kaido.
We've been told that, and that's fine. It's more of the story. It's more of the storytelling element where it's like, at the end of the day, this has done nothing to Kaido. It's just showing us that he can be damaged, which is like, it's a moment.
Why not give it to Luffy?
But why not give it to Luffy? Why not give it to Zoro? Why not even give it to Kid to make him legitimate? I know you hate it, but why not give it to Kid to make him
I'd like to see Kid legitimate.
Make him legitimate.
He's not legitimate.
He's definitely not legitimate.
Yeah.
Right?
We're still waiting.
We're still waiting for Kid to be legitimate. We hope he is, but please, make him legitimate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I guess that's out of the way. It's fine. But is it really what we're looking for? You know? That's my point. It's fine, but is it what we're looking for?
It's one of the rare cases where, like, not the main characters do things, which is not another thing. It's always Luffy and Zoro lead the charge in every arc.
It's not even that. It's like, if we just got a little bit more...
I guess Kyros was the first to, like, hit Doflamingo in a meaningful way, but it was a clone.
It was a clone. You know, was it... We just had his little flashback.
Were we more connected to Kyros than these Scabbards?
I think Kyros is more hyped than Kinemon. And I'm just reading Dressrosa.
Mm-hmm.
He shows he's a threat. Kinemon never shows he's a threat. Right? Sure, Nekomamushi, Denjiro, Inuarashi, Ashura. They all show that they're a threat. And that's there, and that's fine. But why Kinemon? Like, he's been memed
now,
for hundreds of chapters.
Don't forget Denjiro cutting Jackie's swords.
You mean Ashura Doji?
Ashura Doji, rather. You
Cutting
got,
through Jack's
you know,
swords.
Denjiro just easily just gooning Zoro
Yeah.
in the capital.
Yeah.
So these are skilled swordsmen. That's not the issue.
Yeah.
We would have maybe liked to see Luffy and Zoro or Kid get the moment.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's basically what it boils down to. Like...
But, anyway, let's get through the chapter.
Let's just get through the chapter, alright?
Get through the chapter. We'll talk about everything.
They slam him to the ground, alright? And for some reason, they're damaged. I don't know how they got damaged. What's that about?
Why some Haki explosion situation.
Scabbards are fucked up.
Kinemon's all bloodied.
They're all bloodied for some reason.
The Haki's too powerful. They all hit each other with the Ryobos.
Maybe Kaido flipped over and body slammed him.
I don't know.
You know, that's a me, but, you know. How are they damaged?
They'll be fine next week. I don't know why they're damaged.
I don't know. Alright. Meanwhile, in the little Castle Plaza area, whatever you want to call that, we still don't have an official name for the stage, whatever you want to call it. Alright. And Samurai take off their disguises. They're ready for combat. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Big Mom wonders if Kaido is dead. She's like, "Is Kaido dead?
Having a good
time,
waving.
just laughing.
Nothing serious."
Ulti finds Yamato and attacks him. It's just the fight he gets. I mean, already one shot ulti isn't really exciting, you know. We'll see. Seems to be a little rivalry there, right? Yamato wants his father dead. He doesn't care, alright? He doesn't care. It's time for Kaido to die, alright? Yamato claims he will become Odin this day. Now, what does this mean? Is it like, I will achieve...
To avenge Odin, to open the borders, to become
a legend.
Shogun of Wano.
I don't know if he wants to be Shogun. He's like, I will become Odin this day.
Well,
okay.
You'd imagine the journal would be talking about the dawn and the rise of Wano and all that shit. So you'd expect
there's some meaning there. I guess we'll find it out later. But yeah, whatever. No. Big Mom starts screaming at Luffy. Why'd you come here? Don't tell me you came here to beat Kaido, because that's stupid. Alright?
I came all the way here to kill you as well.
I came here. I'm just chilling right now. I'm not brushing in. I know you're not going anywhere. Find me anytime. Alright? Big Mom, not that aggressive.
Okay.
Alright? Maybe just run over there and, smack Luffy up a little
Luffy's
bit.
like, I'm busy.
Luffy's like, come on, I'm busy. Alright? Don't have time for you. I said I would beat Kaido first, and then I would beat you. Alright? And that's the way it's going to be.
Okay.
Alright? There you go. Alright. Meanwhile, Nami uses the black balls to escape. She saved herself.
Where's Sanji?
Where's
Frankie? Where's Brooke?
Nami saving herself is fine, but where is Sanji?
Where's Brooke?
Where's Brooke? Where's Frankie? Where's the rest
Hopefully
of the
Frankie's setting up
those anti-Kaido weapons.
Those
on
anti-Kaido
top
weapons.
on top of the mountain.
Sure.
Alright? Shoot Kaido down. That's crazy. Alright? Kaido recognizes that Orochi was correct and that the Scabbards have indeed returned. Now, this is always weird to me because Mingo knows that Momonosuke's around. Well, Kaido doesn't know? It's weird as fuck, to be honest. Like, Kaido didn't really fully buy into it. Okay. So Orochi was correct. Scabbards are indeed alive. And they're behind all the bullshit that's been happening. Just Roasted Punk Hazard, Zoro. and they've allied themselves with the Shorthair crew. Kaido says, Pirate alliances always end badly. They will abandon you once things get tough.
This is exactly the plotline of the Rocks.
When are we in that flashback?
This is exactly the plotline of the Rocks.
When are we getting that flashback?
Everyone knows they're about to they abandoned Kaido. That's his beef.
Sure.
They probably abandoned Kaido, and that's why he keeps on saying it.
Where is the flashback? Zebek, young Whitebeard, young Big Bum. It's hype as fuck. Shiki. No, we'll never get this flashback because Shiki's in the crew.
That's true.
How can we have not?
Roger, young Garp.
You're
Don't
right.
forget about young Garp.
How could I forget that Shiki is in this flashback? Therefore, we will never get
Still
it.
don't know what his dead is.
Yeah. Okay, we just found out. Well, we're never getting this flashback because Shiki's in it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And that's crazy. All right. Shiki never allowed to be have a line in the manga. Never. All right. Although we did say the same thing about Scabbards, and he got a line. He got a couple lines. All
That
right.
may became real.
So there you go. Kinemon proclaims that Luffy is different and he will not do this. You are indeed speaking slander. Alright?
Stop speaking slander.
Stop speaking slander. Alright?
It's one of the great panels.
It's one of the great lines. Alright? Yeah, so Kinemon proclaims that Luffy will be the Pirate King and that he will set Wano free.
He doesn't proclaim there'll be the Pirate King.
He said Luffy will sit on top of the throne. Which is basically Luffy will be Pirate King, baby.
Yeah, but it's more grand. He's not really interested in
The
Pirate King
Dawn,
shit.
the Joy Boy bullshit, you know. It is what it is there. Alright. Luffy, back to Luffy in the plaza. Luffy makes his claim. He's not here to take out Kaido.
No.
He's here to kick everyone's ass because it's an all-out war, baby. He's here to win. Alright?
Okay, we'll see what happens.
Kaido hears Luffy's challenge and he accepts it. I accept.
Now, Luffy doesn't go up there.
We're gonna relax,
Okay.
alright? We're gonna get the Nekoromushi hype. Alright? Alright? The Beast Pirates. You know. Freaking out. Where's everyone? How are all these people turning up? All these samurai laws here. Perospero with Marco. Alright. Perospero with Marco. Common enemy. Perospero gotta try and get Big Mom on side.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes. I doubt it's gonna work.
Now, why does Kaido trust Big Mom?
There's something there.
Because he even this week he keeps on saying Pirate Alliances.
Well,
he's looking at Big Mom as well. He's good.
Well, you got to remember when the first time this was mentioned and brought up, they said after this is all done and
We'll
we've
fuck
top of
each
the
other
world,
up.
we'll fight for it.
Okay.
So that's where they know this alliance is going to end in a brawl.
Yeah.
So they already know that.
Okay.
Right. After they've won. All right. There's a character next to Law. Is that Hawkins?
Maybe.
Possibility it's Hawkins. Let's hope it is Hawkins. Because there's no way he leaves the story
We need those God cards.
like he did, alright?
Yeah.
Without using the God cards. Alright? We need those God cards. Alright. Kaido flies through the dome, saying he will show them the world's strongest army. Alright? Flies through the dome. Scabbards jump on. They're on top of the dome. Kaido's like, this is time to fight.
Top tier paddle.
Great paddle. Alright? Let's it's a very very good paddle. Alright, we're up with the moon in the background.
Beautiful composition. Excellent.
All the scabs are there. The Minks have already planted themselves there. They're ready. They knew. They predicted this because Kaido doesn't want his castle fucked up. Kaido's like, let's fight on top of the dome. I don't want my castle
No
fucked
Odin
up.
this time.
Alright? You don't have Odin. I've sobered up now. You think you're gonna get one over me again? I don't think so.
No, Nekoromushi.
Nekoromushi has a strong rebuttal. Alright? It's time for the Sulong transformation. We got Neko Sulong. We got Idu Sulong. Right?
Sicilian.
We got all the Musketeers, all the Minks.
You get to see him.
It's gonna be a smackdown on Kaido when this happens. And it's gonna be another L chapter for Kaido. And people are gonna be upset.
Now, will he get up and Thunder Bagua every single one of them after he gets knocked down?
Let's see some.
Will the Dragon Form be useful at any point?
He's got laser beams.
Will Kinemon, Denjiro, Oshiradoji, Kiku all cut the beam at the same time, creating a pathway so they don't get blown up.
You know.
Now, I'm seeing memes about Kaido blowing up the moon. I give it 2%.
It's too big scale for One Piece. It's like Dragon Ball Z shit. Why
I
does
don't
it kind
think so. He blew up a mountain. He's not blowing up the moon.
Yeah, the moon's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like stupid. Alright, it's not. It's too big for One Piece. That means he's like could blow up a fifth of the world.
Yeah, it's
with one attack. It's too big for One Piece. Alright, too big. But
there's a chapter.
There's a chapter. Controversial chapter. Will be remembered for this moment. I think it'll be remembered for the Neko moment. Because by the end of the chapter, there's no wounds on Kaido.
Yeah.
Alright? There's no wounds. So, here you go. The question to you is, does Kaido have a hybrid form? And where is it?
We've never seen a... Oh, have we? We've never seen really a hybrid mythical Zoan.
It's true.
It's always appendages.
It's true, but we assume so. He does. Will we ever see this?
Is that for the final fight with Luffy? That's always reserved, Christian.
Gotta reserve the ultimate form.
Yeah.
Alright? Where is the hybrid form?
This is anime, by the way. You gotta always reserve it. Luffy's gotta reserve his final form as well, don't forget.
Gear 5, line man, whatever you want to say it is. Alright?
Ratings, it's tough. Because the content is great. Great content. But I'm not really feeling the Scabbard moment. And it kind of falls flat. So I'm going to say 7. You know, it's a classic One Piece chapter. You got the hype speech, Luffy, declaring, the mix transforming.
Great cliffhanger. Great break cliffhanger.
But the meat, Christian.
Alright, we're on the hook. We're on the hook for next chapter.
Yeah.
Because we want to see it, alright? We want to see at least the forms. What Neko looks like. What
We'll see
Inu
it.
looks like.
We'll see it. It's big.
Right.
If Oda's willing to show the whole Scabbards doing Asanachi,
Yeah.
he would be willing to show this.
It'll be a full trap of transformations.
A lot of double page spreads.
A lot of double page spreads. Neko's full form, Inu's full form, the spread of all the minks transformed.
Now, Carrot turned into a hype master when she transformed. Neko
That's
and Inu,
true, but she's still in the dome.
Yeah, Neko and Inu already hype masters.
Where does this even put them?
People are saying it's... Listen. Carrot, trash.
It's kind of good.
Kind of good in too long.
Yeah.
Neko and Inu fighting Jack 12 hours. No one could defeat them. Alright? When does this elevate them? We were talking about this many times.
We've talked about this many times.
Is it Admiral? Is it Emperor? Because they're already around the third commander.
Yeah.
Zoro.
That kind of weird level.
People underestimate the power up that is Sulong.
It's a big leap, for sure. All right, it's a big
And these
leap.
men are already powerful.
Sure, this is gonna. It's not gonna. There's no chance it's killing Kaido.
No,
Like Kaido's gonna take a beat down, but he's getting back up because Luffy needs to beat him.
How long do you think these Neko and Inu last?
See, that's the other problem. How long does this last? Does this last the whole war?
Are they gonna have a respite and then return?
Current lasted a decent amount of time,
10 minutes, 20 minutes.
and she's a novice at it apparently.
Now, who are the masters? The Guardians or the Knights? I think the Knights are the masters. Or the Guardians. Who
Whatever.
taught Pedro taught Carrot, and he's a Guardian.
Yeah,
So Neko
should be the
should
master.
be the master of the Sulong.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
All right, we'll see. Maybe.
Of course, the Knight's master swordsman.
Yeah.
So, two-sword style Inorashi.
It's gonna be crazy.
You know.
It's gonna be crazy, alright? It's gonna be crazy.
Maybe he didn't give the rest of the Scabbard source because he's going to give the other Scabbard source next week in the stat.
That's true. But it's all about Sulong next week.
Yeah.
Or next chapter. Alright? Now, Moving on. How strong is Shanks?
You didn't rate the chapter, Christian.
I said 7.
Okay.
How strong is Shanks? How strong is Shanks? Every week, we come to you with the question of how strong is Shanks? And every week we answer. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King.
Yep.
Now there are people out there who think Kaido's the strongest. Where are they? Where are they this week?
In the gutter.
Where are they this week? Alright? There are people out there that think Blackbeard's the strongest. There are people out there that think Dragon's the strongest. They didn't even turn up to Rojo. There are people out there that think the sweatiest man on the planet, Alkeo, is the strongest. Willing to send Fujitora to stop this Lord Luffy alliance. Not willing to send anyone against Kaido or Big Mom. Questionable, Alkeo. Questionable, alright? Some people think Mihawk's the strongest. And some people who are the worst think Armor is the strongest. And they all incorrect. Because Shanks is the strongest the God King. Now this week's 100% genuine, factual information is Shanks is so strong that even Ryo, from the world's greatest swordsman, known as Mihoku, wouldn't even make an indent on Shanks' skin. Because Shanks himself is the rhythm of all things. As his God King Haki makes up the entire universe itself. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King. Moving on to talk about the show. Eric's rant. It's an Eric topic. So you know you're going to get a rant. You know you're going to get rage. That's what you're going to get, alright? Take it away.
People. This is a plea to the community.
A plea.
Play it out if you want. Read what's happening in the story. The Scabbards didn't cut Kaido because he's sweaty, because of the scar.
Sure.
They didn't cut Kaido because they summoned the ghost of Odin and stabbed him. They didn't cut Kaido because they bloomed Haki.
Sure.
They cut Kaido because they have Ryo. And what is Ryo? Christian. Yorgoro explains it to us when Luffy is in the prison learning the technique.
Yes.
Okay?
It is the rhythm of all things.
The rhythm of all things.
Sure.
The paper that isn't cut.
Yeah.
And the steel that is cut.
Sure.
Okay?
Yes.
That's what it is. There's no debate. It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
Luffy, according to these people that say, oh, will, you just gotta have high enough will, while Luffy didn't have enough will while he was fighting
He thought
Kaido.
his crew was dead.
Luffy did, you can bloom Ryo, where?
You can't bloom Ryo. That is the dumbest shit.
You have to be thinking about how to do it. Luffy was thinking about how to do it.
You have to have the knowledge.
You have to have the knowledge and you have to have seen the technique, heard about the technique.
You see Zoro?
Zoro heard about it. the master's teachings,
Sure.
right? The rhythm. Luffy's seen it from Rayleigh, Sentomaru, Bowl Sisters.
And then taught by Hyogoro.
And then taught by Hyogoro.
Sure.
Alright? Set technique. Not you have to be Emperor level to have Rio. It's not learn
It's a technique.
It's not about normal Haki, armored Haki, then Rio. That's not the order.
Thank you, King of Lightning, for the stupid Almond Haki levels.
King of Lightning agrees. He just uses poor terminology.
I know.
Stage 3, Stage 4. We talked about it with him.
I've heard this.
We talked about it with him while he was on the show.
Yes.
He knows what it is.
Sure.
Alright? Read. Don't headcanon.
Alright. Now, people out there are going to say, it's not the scales. It's the immortality surgery. People still on that trade. Oda tells you it's the scales.
Tough hide this week.
Tough hide?
Cut his tough hide.
Whatever. Yeah.
It's the toughness.
Right? Toughness of his raw body, physical stats. Right?
I think what happens is the very popular, almost canon theories. Like, the iron balloon is Haki, right? Get conflated
With Kaidos.
with other similar techniques or
Sure.
similar properties. At the end of the day, it was never stated that Big Mom's iron balloon is Haki.
Yeah.
It's only theorized. Keep the theories and the canon separate, and then make your decisions. And we talk about it all the time. People build theories on top of theories on top of theories. Shaky ground.
Very shaky ground. No foundations. Alright? No fundamentals. Alright?
So, in conclusion, must be taught or have knowledge of Rio to be able to use it because it's a technique. It's not a strength thing. Bowl Sisters aren't that strong, they have it. Sentomaru not that strong, he has it. Specific learned technique, like Fisherman Karate.
Sure.
You can't just will yourself to learn Fisherman Karate. You have to have knowledge of it. Somehow how it works, a hint, a guide. There it is.
Now, during your ad, there was a donation.
He liked your haircut, Cushion, page 1, $2.
It's not exactly new. Right?
Maybe he's been away.
New to him.
Okay.
Right? New to him. But it's not exactly new. It's a couple weeks old. We appreciate it. You know. Yes, I agree with the statement. The problem is, it can never be stopped. The Navy, you didn't take into account the agenda, because it seems like the Navy has this technique.
But do they?
It seems.
Not
That's
confirmed.
the key word.
There's no flashback of Luffy remembering the
Admiral's
Admiral's
doing the
It's
push.
only a theory. Now,
Sure.
Luffy wasn't there at the time.
He would have seen it.
Because that's like the first thing Kaido does.
Oh,
Not Kaido,
Whitebeard.
Whitebeard. One of the
Is it?
No one can remember the order. Alright?
It's weird.
Regardless,
Yeah.
it's not confirmed that they have Rio. Not confirmed. Now, Sentomaru has it. It'd be strange that, he's a Navy affiliate. Not
He kind of looks like
Was it a
Wano.
Navy affiliate? Is a Navy affiliate?
Sure.
How the Boa Sisters have it? Translated knowledge, ancient history knowledge.
Sure.
That's it.
You didn't take into account the Mihawk agenda either. Swordsmen get a little ludicrous. We start talking about Rio. We start talking about what that does. It doesn't. See, people think it bypasses all levels of defense. But how is that possible when you can match it with your own Haki?
They had to try to. They had to actually push to cut through Kaido.
It doesn't just.
It wasn't just butter. It wasn't just hot knife through butter.
Yeah. There's a balance there. There's a thing there, right? So it's not you have the Rio, you one shot anyone. It's you could
Do damage.
all right?
No one's expecting Luffy to gum pistol Rio one shot Kaido.
Yeah. Like people saying that if Mihawk fought Kaido,
Now,
Kaido
Oda.
would lose. But there's more things to fight.
Oda, consistency now, alright? Black arms, auras.
Please,
That's
need
what
it.
we need.
We need it. I don't, because we don't need
Or
the
at least
confusion.
aura. You don't even have to do the black hands.
Yeah.
There's
The
no
Haki
other
armor.
aura system in the story at the moment. You could do those aura hands, those glows, because there's nothing really else that's like that.
Sure. Keep it visually consistent so we know. That's all we ask.
So I'd have the character say he's using Ryo, because we're back to square one in Marineford.
Yeah. Just visually display it, please. Otherwise, we'll be
Annoyed.
every week trying to work out who's using it, who's not using it. Don't want to do that. Just visually display it. Alright, please. That's all we ask. Alright. Moving on. Thunderdome.
Who we got this week?
We got the Thunderdome. We got a Jordan Lee
Special.
right? He says Law versus Queen the Plague. Law he's
Alright.
his specialty. His comments are Law wins against any Delphi user. He simply throws a rock into the water and swaps the rock with the opponent. Okay.
Okay.
That's his thing. Not gonna count it.
Does Queen have the sufficient Haki to block Law? Law's ability.
Again, where no Haki displayed from Queen.
Haki displayed for multi. Does that lead us to anywhere?
Sure, you could. Where was the Haki against Big Mom? Nowhere. Why Queen? Why?
He's got a fig neck.
Sure, Brachio Bomber. No Haki seed.
Will that explode Wano in the anime?
It will, but in the manga,
I hope they put
Haki.
aura around it just to confuse everyone as well. No, Queen has it now.
No, Queen has real.
Yeah, sure, why not?
If we're going off levels and power scaling bullshit, Law.
It's the gamma knife, it's the cuts. Is he affected? That's the question.
We look at Doflamingo versus Law. How can we forget?
Can't forget.
Law absolutely dominated.
Every time.
Every time.
No snuck.
No snark,
Nothing.
no bullshit. On the bridge.
Now, Law's Doflamingo fast, crafty.
Crafty fighter, fast fighter, got that speed.
Queen, is
got
he
that
fast?
range, right?
Does Queen have the speed?
Unknown, right? Unknown. But Law, it's hard to say Law really does well against kind of people who can block his stealth route,
We don't know if he can, though. Don't know if Queen can.
right? Because the strongest person he's probably used, like, effectively
Virgo.
cut in half, basically one shot,
Virgo.
is Virgo.
Not Queen.
No, Doflamingo never incapacitated Mingo. Now, did he hit him with the gamma knife? Did he hit him with the counter shock? Yes. But didn't slice him up and completely destroy
Can
him.
Queen even touch Law?
Unknown. Now, the plague stuff, Law wins. Law completely nullifies the plague
Take
shit.
it out of
The
his
gas, the plague, whatever. Master Surgeon can take
Poison.
addictive poisons out of children on the molecular level.
So surely he can pull out a virus.
Law can pull out the virus. The virus is a non-factor.
Chopper just mixes
Shit together and
vials
fixes it.
together and fixes it.
Alright. So Law, I'm leaning towards Law just because of that factor. Where it's like, Queen's main gimmick will not work on Law.
Sanji, how does he beat Queen?
I mean, this is not the topic of discussion.
But
But Eric's... but we
Law
can't-
penetration, Delphi X Factor. That's what I'm trying to
We
explain.
can't talk
to people.
about Sanji versus Queen every week. Alright, we can't do it. Alright, please. I'm going to give this one to Law because really Queens are kind of an unknown quantity right now. Speed, power, Haki, still question marks.
I find
And
it
Law-
I find it interesting if Sanji damages Queen. That'd be interesting.
Alright.
But
Law does completely nullify the plague gimmick, so we'll give it to him. We'll
And
give it to Law.
potential devil fruit nonsense,
Sure.
which is always Law's thing.
And Queen's, you could say Queen's more of a straightforward fighter, doesn't have
Now,
the
if-
X factor.
You know, no future side that we know of. Probably not.
Yeah, because he's got a Zoan, and Law kind of bypasses that. Kind of. with his
Law and
stealth
King
route.
might be a different situation. King might be faster, more maneuverability.
Swordsman.
Swordsman, perhaps.
Yeah. So,
So,
blocking the slash and
Queen,
shit.
probably too slow, laborious. Mate man, similar to Jack.
Yeah.
As we know, the Beast Pirates are Christian. Meaty
Yes.
man.
Yes.
So we'll give it to Law.
We'll give it to Law. I know. Basically, just Queen. Bad matchup for Queen, I'm going to say. Moving on for questions. We got a lot of questions this week. And they're all basically the same question.
Are they all the same question? Probably.
Question corner, question time. From Geordie T. When Kaido says pirates will betray you. When they know you've lost, they'll just abandon you and sail away. Do you think he's speaking about his past experience?
Yes.
Or foreshadowing Big Mom's betrayal and leaving him when the war starts to turn against Kaido? Big Mom abandoning it looks real bad for Big Mom.
Yeah, because she'd be like scared of Luffy.
Scared of Luffy can't happen. That can't happen. Big Mom's
But
character.
yeah,
completely
it's
ruined.
more of a Kaido's thing.
Yeah.
Probably because of the rocks. Probably he was
I'm gonna
abandoned.
say it's due to the rocks.
Perhaps
something
even
like that.
sad backstory, abandoned by pirates.
Ben
As a child.
Who knows? All right.
We need that sad backstory.
Sure. So there you go. Probably, right? From Mini Mango. Hey, I was just wondering if Eric would ever do a frame-by-frame breakdown of the new One Piece opening like he did in the past. If not, do you guys think this chapter that Kaido is a good villain? Two separate questions there. I'll throw the first one to
Opening
Eric.
is fine. No requirement for analysis.
It's so annoying that there's so much fucking text on the screen. You can't see
Well,
anything.
you know, it's sponsors and credits and
The Japanese credits are annoying because there's no end credits, so I have to play the credits twice in the opening.
yeah, something like that.
So it's fucking spammed with text.
And the sponsors and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fine. I only really did the Ruby one because Silvers was annoying me and it was trash, and he thought it was good.
There you go.
Yo, 3D general. Stop cheating, okay? You can spin shit in hands that don't clip through bodies. Come on. That's enough of it.
That's a little spice, little rant there. All right. The second question: Do you think Kaido's a good villain? Kaido needs to start taking names.
Yeah, he needs W's.
He needs that intimidation factor.
Because he had it when he fucked up Luffy, and that was hype. Everyone was hyped.
Yeah. Now I'll be rereading Dressrosa.
Sweaty.
Mingo never loses the intimidation factor.
No.
He's always got a plan.
Always dominating.
He's always dominating physically. Mingo is always on
Mingo
top.
always physically dominating,
Sure.
physically and mentally.
Sure. Alright. Now, $2 donation from page 1. Coming up with the question.
Is OP your favorite manga?
Yes.
It's obvious. We have a channel, man.
I mean, I kind of have a channel about JoJo, but that's the anime, but you know. OP. Yeah.
JoJo Show returns up.
JoJo Show returns part 6 when? I must know.
Probably next year, you'd imagine.
You would assume so, but you know. World's about to end, so who knows, alright? Yeah, back to Kaido being a good villain. He needs some intimidation factor.
I think there's
back.
mate there. It just needs to be fleshed out a little bit.
Yeah.
Flashbacks will do that.
Yeah.
His relationship with Yamato will do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he's pretty good. You just need to give Kaido some W's, which is crazy to say. Because Emperor of the Sea, you'd expect W's to be
He
dished
needs
out.
W's. Needs the W's right now.
Before he fights Luffy, specifically.
Sure. To hype him up even more so. Which should happen because Luffy's going to be the guy standing up.
If he
against Kaido.
dominates Kid, and only
Is that-
uses Kid as a sacrifice,
But is that...
hilarious.
It's hilarious, but does that hype Kaido?
Furthers
you know?
my agenda.
Sure,
which
it
I
does further
appreciate.
your agenda. It does, but there you go. Alright. From King of Irony. Was that Hawkins standing next to Law in that panel?
Perhaps.
If it is, did he defect from Kano because of the cards readings showing that the Alliance chance of victory was dramatically up? Does Law have his heart as a bargaining chip? Now,
There's potential there for all
we've been
possibilities.
saying for years at this point,
Hawkins.
Hawkins is joining the Alliance.
There could be a multitude of reasons. He's time to strike. Some kind of plan. Monkey D.
Yeah.
Luffy, Lord, convinced him. Bunch of shit. But maybe it's not even Hawkins. Maybe we get excited for no reason.
But I can't imagine Hawkins goes out the way he did, and he's never in another One Piece
Yeah, it's a bit
chapter
it's a bit
ever.
of a meme.
That can't be the end of Hawkins. But there you go. Does he have his heart as a bargaining chip? I don't know.
Potentially.
Maybe. Possible. Who knows? Alright? Who knows? Alright. From the dream. With this chapter, how do you see the difference between an emperor and their first commanders in terms of power? Now,
Same as always.
same as always, it's just that Kaido's on a downward slope right now because of this.
Emperors should be able to one-shot their own commander.
Via the Luffy math.
Yes.
But, here's the thing. King looks intimidating because he doesn't do anything and he doesn't take any L's.
Jiren syndrome.
Who?
Jiren.
Jiren from Dragon Ball Super.
Sits there, does nothing.
Since he does nothing, as soon as he starts doing things, the intimidation
The
factor
man
is
in the
up.
corner of the frame that does nothing.
Sure.
Until he
Always
starts doing something, imagination runs wild.
A storytelling rule.
I mean, Queen got dominated by Big Mom. Like, absolutely dominated.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's the answer to the question.
Alright. From Dev. Just wanted to bring attention to something. When Sanji protected Nami from Konjuro on the ship, people said, I hate Sanji's gang, he's so annoying. When he left Nami with the rest of the crew, people were upset about Sanji. He's the worst. How could he abandon Nami like that? Meanwhile, Nami this week showed she's capable of protecting herself. I challenge you to spin this into Sanji slander. P.S. This is just a meme, of course. But here's the problem.
Is it bad that Sanji saves Nami and...
Besides, it's not
No.
that it's not the Nami connection. It's that Sanji left the war and the battle to fight prostitutes
hasn't returned?
and has not returned.
So it's a bit...
So it's like, when is Sanji going to return? At any point? Maybe. I mean,
He's going to hit that lever.
he's going to pull that lever. He's gonna pull
Hit
some
that
plot.
button.
He's gonna move the plot in some way. Alright? But where is Sanji? It's fine that Sanji doesn't save Nami every time, but
I think the gang people complain about is him just, Nami Swan, Robin Swan. All that kind of stuff.
Sure.
The bathhouse.
sure.
But saving Nami's not that annoying.
No. Alright. From Mount Tall. This week I heard Shanks is a fraud.
Now, is this a roundabout way to put Shanks slander because he heard it?
Is this a roundabout way to... He heard.
And is this a loophole gateway that we're going to allow?
We'll read it. But if...
We see a pattern emerge, we're going to have to start kicking people out of court.
This week I heard Shanks is a fraud who has secretly been using Holy Joe's energy steroids. This is a meme question.
Next question, alright?
To true crazy double
Next
strength.
question, I'm annoyed. You're out. Don't ask me big questions about Shanks.
From Twisted Hitches. So can Kid have Rio now that the Scabbards use it? No! It's a trained technique and you have to learn it. Scabbards learnt it. Their swordsman of
Just
Wano.
copying a bond teacher to kid.
Now that's a different question. If we find out Kid learnt it somehow, some way, during the
Fair
week
game.
of Wano,
Fair game.
fair game. But you have to learn it. We have to be told how he learnt it. Alright?
What if it's like two lines? I learned it.
Alright? No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Now, if the line says Scopper Gabon taught me, that's...
A certain pirate taught.
A certain Loki legend told me.
A certain pirate taught me. A hilarious line.
A better line would be a certain Loki legend told me. Rio Haki.
Sure, but similar. And it's-
right? And that would be the biggest meme ever told. Alright? From Thunderbird. This has more to do with the news about last week's announcement about how the story is ending, which I don't believe. Then this chapter. Alright, he doesn't believe it. It seems to be like Oda is approaching the end of One Piece with two methods that won't please everyone. First is to rush it in the story in the 5 years so he can keep his promise about when he is 50. And he is free to do whatever he wants. Then there's the one that we would like if he sticks it out longer and handles the story over his personal life. But I think the best answer is if One Piece would go yearly after the 5 years But I think the best answer is if One Piece would go yearly after these 5 years, and not like Togashi's yearly, which really means 3 chapters a year. But it seems Oda seems very hasty due to the fact that he claims that he has lack of authority, which I do not believe. If so, in summary, do you guys think the best choice of everyone would be to have OP end in 5 years? Hard question to read.
Hard answer to give.
Oda
could have it satisfactory to where it all ends in an appropriate way.
Yeah.
How do we do this? Blackbeard Navy connection. Do that in one arc.
We just need quicker arcs. We can't have Albaf be 100
Remove
chapters.
the plot points. You don't need new characters. You don't need 9 Scabbards. You don't need Tony Arthur. You don't need weapon plot points.
Sure.
I would remove 30, 40 chapters of just nothing.
Now, what if... This is crazy.
And it also won't end in 5 years, alright, people? Come on. What?
What if the weapons of Wano are so masterly crafted that they enhance Rio, and that's how they pierce Kaido? What if that was the plot, and if that
I don't even know what even that means.
I don't know what they mean, but apparently the Wano craftsmanship, top tier,
Let's just move
and
on.
is necessary for the fodder to have.
Alright.
Alright?
Even Big Mom, you only got 200 men. No one can do anything to me. I'm a beast.
Alright. From Manuel, do you think that Sulong, Neko, and Ino can actually damage or hurt Kaido to a large extent? Now the problem is...
Page 1 just memeing out here. He's asking us to, rate this chapter. We already gave him. We'll rate Wano. He's asking if we're cousins or sisters. Good, nice meme. Page 1, we appreciate the money though.
Page 1...
It's been a while.
This man loves to donate. We appreciate that. But we are brothers. We're twin brothers. Of the same age. Of the same origin. So there you go. Right. Can Ino and Neko damage Kaido?
Why not?
In a significant way. Well, now, what does that mean?
Broken arm, what?
Arm off.
I'm off.
Craziness.
I don't think so.
What does significant damage to Kaido mean? Scar like Odin. Is that what significant damage is? Because Kaido wasn't down after that attack.
Let's talk about this in video game logic.
Yeah.
It's some kind of HP bar where you have to break a threshold to do permanent damage, otherwise just heals.
It's a break to the armor.
What are we talking about?
It's like, yeah.
Maybe
whatever.
this cut was like 1%, but that gets healed. He also has healing factors.
Talking about red HP.
Yeah, like...
whatever.
There's also thresholds you have to break.
Yeah.
How we do permanent damage, how do we get to the next phase. So that's what we're talking about real damage, Christian.
Okay.
And all the calculations have to be done after the fight to see what did real damage, so...
What did this? What did that? Necro page 1.
Kid did 99% damage. There's going to be a lot of slander. Now, page 1, just go into your hype, $2. We appreciate it.
Keep feeding us, alright?
Alright.
Keep feeding us.
Next question.
From Sandy Lollipop, Oda really seems like he's trying to hit home that Kaido's main fighting style is his full dragon form. Is it? Alright?
He's trying.
Alright, he's trying. Let's answer this question. And then let's meme around with people.
It feels like, yes, kinda. He's always talking about the world's strongest creature. Look at his form. Look at this.
We know he's hiding the hybrid form.
Do we know that?
Anime logic would determine that the strongest form is not yet shown. And that's my answer. Page 1. What's he saying?
Do we like water? Oh, yeah.
You have to drink. What kind of question is that? Yes.
Next question.
It's a necessary element of life. Huh? From Vegito Black. Alright? This man loves Dragon Ball.
Alright.
Loves Dragon Ball Super.
Vegeta Black.
How do you guys feel about the theory that the Samurai of Wano can only use Arm and Haki Ryo on their blades, but not their body? We'll get to the... we have never seen the Scabbards or Odin use it on their body, which is...
True.
True, I'm going to say true. There might be something...
Did see Hyogoro attempt to do it. Wasn't sure that he could do it.
Hyogoro did do it, though.
Yes.
So, Hyogoro... There's counter evidence around. Maybe these handicaps there makes their attacks even stronger as they are concentrating all the Haki on offensive compared to the defensive armament. You know. I mean, this is kind of true.
Kind of true that it's Wano Haki Ryo, yes.
Because Hyogoro also says he never thought about putting it on
Very
his
few
body.
have it outside Wano.
Yeah. But Hyogoro basically is like, I've never thought about putting it on hands, only on swords. So I guess it's kind of true. Maybe, but yeah. From a gaming agency. How do you feel about the Scabbards having Ryo? Do you feel like it should have been more heavily implied earlier? Yes. That's what the outrage is. Kind of. Right? Or was Ryo just something Oda made up for Wano so Kaido could be damaged? Yes and no.
It fits.
It fits in.
It fits in the past.
Yeah.
I think yes.
I think he started laying the seeds for it. Maybe you could say Whole Cake Island area with that Big Mom weirdness with the Gear 4.
Luffy's hands getting hurt.
Luffy's hands getting hurt by Katakuri, you could say. Which is whatever that is. He might have.
But yes, Ryo was made to beat
damage
Kaido.
Kaido.
I think that's clear.
Yeah. But it fits in.
It fits.
It fits in. But yeah. From Geordie T. Do you think Luffy will do... do you think Luffy will do before... What do you think Luffy will do before catching up with the rest of the Scabbards in Kaido? Blue knows someone. We want to see the Ryo Smackdown. The Blue Nose Smackdown. See, this is interesting to me. The Kaido fight has started without showing Luffy's strength at all. Luffy's new
We're still waiting.
How are we going to get it?
Does he get intercepted by a kick on the way up?
Is there a clash with Big Mom that makes Luffy look good?
Probably.
But Big Mom can fly now.
Zeus is kind of dead, though, you know. Maybe
Prometheus, she can still fly from Prometheus. She can still leap.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
How do you
I don't
get
know.
rid of Big Mom? Question we've been asking for years at this point. But yeah. From Manga Monster. Why don't most people see that the Scabbards used Odin's inherited will to power up their Ryo for this attack?
Conflation.
Because inherited will isn't a power up. It's a philosophy.
I refer you to topic of the show.
You refer to the topic of the show. Is it
inconsequential conflation of a couple of systems?
Read the official because it clears it up even more. I'll also say that. Alright? It's like they have Rio. This is what it boils down to. They have Rio so they can damage Kaido a little bit. They're paper cuts. They're nothing. Alright?
Yes.
Moving on. From Waddle D. Brando. Does Kaido have Haki or does he just use his raw strength to keep up the great work? That's the question we've been asking.
How does he do blood fall damage to Luffy?
I mean, it's not like Luffy takes no damage for Blunt Force. He does get a lot of it. He takes nerfed damage for Blunt Force.
Sure, but
you know.
you'd assume that.
You would assume Kaido has at least the basics of what Haki did.
Yeah, you'd assume.
You would assume. But we haven't seen it, which is still crazy.
He would have got lit up by a logger at some point. Surely.
He does have the laser beam.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's got that elemental shit going on. From Jordan Myers. Who's your favorite new character introduced in Wano?
Jiro.
Then I'm gonna say Yamato. Most interesting character.
Okay.
Great design. Powerful.
He's kind of fading into the background a little bit.
Got panels this week.
Yeah, but it's like a
More
clash with
panels
ulti.
than Kid.
You gotta stay with Luffy. Stay
He's
with him.
still around.
Stay with him. Don't get separated. Because we know what separation from Luffy means.
No plot.
No plot.
Alright.
No panels.
No panels.
So,
Alright. From Chasing White. Is Buggy officially stronger than Kaido? Meme question.
no.
There's still questions about Buggy. Can he be cut?
Yes.
So we'll leave that one. From Elijah, how do you guys feel about the theory of Shanks being the son of Zebek? Would you like it? Would you hate it? Is there a better way to explore Shanks' backstory? It's not bad, but what does that mean?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I mean, the 40 years, you know, thing. Although,
He's 39.
it's 39, 40 years. It works, I guess. We can have some ace shenanigans.
How does Roger get the child?
Well, the Roge, 2 years.
Yeah, but how does Roger end up with the child? Christian was back.
Zebek's
By chance?
Birthed on the battlefield. And Roger scoops him up.
Okay.
Alright? Maybe.
Some crazy shit. Birth on God Valley.
That's crazy.
Come on. We don't need more. We don't need more ammo.
We don't need more. Burst in the battle of the greatest pirates.
We don't need more ammo.
And his hair was bleached with the crimson blood of the war.
Well, that's a bit much.
A little edgy. Little berserk-esque. Alright?
A little bit of kid stuff going
A
on.
little kid edginess. But still hype.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? From Hippo. How do you feel about the Scabbards being the first people to damage Kaido other than Odin?
We answered the question.
Personally, I'm glad to see Kaido taking damage this early on, demonstrating that the Emperors are not invisible gods, aside from Shanks, of course. See, this man knows.
Yes.
This man
I
knows
like
what's
it.
going on. Alright? Yeah, we kind of talked about it. It's like, I guess it's their story.
We
But
talked about it. It's a little
it kind
bit
of takes
flat.
away from Luffy, takes away from other characters we want to see. We know the Scabbards aren't coming with us, so it's like it's this arc, it's this, you know, it's momentary. I don't know. It reduces.
We talked
impact.
about it.
But yeah. From Cameron, if power scaling goes to shit, will you guys be as disappointed as me? Loaded question.
If
But he says he's already disappointed, so he thinks it's gone to shit. You gotta remember,
there's always going to be situations.
there's always gonna be situations. There's always gonna be devil fruit matchups, Haki shit. Logi's copped a big L when Haki was introduced.
And
and
then
then
kind
Oda-
of regrouped it with.
Then Oda kind of regrouped it with pre-break and Katakuri, you know, all that kind of stuff. So
Don't forget, Kaido one-shot Luffy. Never forget.
don't forget, and it's classic storytelling 101, the invincible monster always has a weakness. Always. Alright? Otherwise, it's not entertaining. Classic writing, classic. Alright? Now, Kaido's weakness is...
No, Kaido do something crazy, like One Shot Kid, and get the W.
Eric really wants this to happen. I really wants this to happen.
There'll be ebbs and flows, alright? This week, Kaido cops that L.
He's gonna cop that out on that Sulong rampage.
Next week, who knows?
Alright? There you go. From Monkey D. King. And this is an aggressive question. Alright, aggressive question. Why does Oda think we're stupid? Why does he disrespect us? Kaido's strength / Scabbards Rio. You gotta remember that people take damage in One Piece and they're fine. We look at Luffy versus Katakuri.
I think the calculation is...
It's not like Kaido's lost an arm and he's dead.
Yeah.
He got cut a little bit.
But we know Rio was going to do damage anyway, so it doesn't really change much. Again, we're just dissatisfied.
It's just not satisfying.
And
to us.
does your blood boil when you see it? A little bit.
Yeah.
But you gotta calm down. Maybe this man wrote it, showed off hot for the press, is his question. Maybe he's calmed down.
Maybe he's calmed down. Alright. From the Dream. When will Katakuri show up? The great question of our generation.
Okay.
Alright. When will Katakuri show up yet again? Let's hope sometime soon. Let's hope in a cover story. Alright. Katakuri training the Donut Pirates. Breaks away from Big Mom. Alright. Let's see it. Let's hope we see it, alright? From David. Can Kinemon slice Kaido's borrow breath? We've been memeing about this.
Possible.
But it's fire slash beam, and in Japanese law, it's not fire, it's like lightning. But it's a laser of fire of heat properties.
I don't think Kinemon has to only cut fire.
But it's in that...
Yeah.
He's known as Firefox Kinemon. He's known to cut fire. Craziness, alright? Teach it to Zoro. Come on. Have you taught it to Zoro? The fire cutting technique. Alright? From Niku Niku no Mi. Kaido being impaled by Scabbards makes sense and it does not ruin the power scaling. Yeah, we know.
Yes.
We know this. We're just dissatisfied with how it went down, who damaged Kaido first.
Yes.
Alright? Unlike admirals, Scabbards are swordsmen. Ryu used with hands equals deflection. Ryu used with swords equals cut. Anything or nothing. Kaido seems like he is emotionally compromised, just like Big Mom.
Also not really true with hands.
So not really.
Because
Kinda.
hands do penetration damage as well, so...
I'm not buying the emotional shit because it's not... It's Kaido's scales. We've been told it's Kaido's scales. I don't really know. He's like surprised that he's getting hurt. It's not like he's like, Odin... Oh, no.
And he's reminded of the scar.
Yeah, so I don't know about the emotional stuff. Admiral scheme and sneak attack strong opponents. This man calling out admirals. Scabbards put their lives on the line. Scabbards go for Sanachi attacking, and the Haki might bloom.
A lot of things
A lot of
right
things
and wrong.
Eric raged about in top of the show.
Yeah, it doesn't... To answer the question, power scaling, fine. Now, the man has a little bit of incorrect thinking.
Yeah.
But hopefully he learns from top of the show.
Kaido being killed by the Marines makes sense. Do you guys agree? Yes. There's nowhere has it stated that he ever made it to Marine HQ. They say he broke out of the battleships. You know.
We don't know how long ago it was. There's a lot of
yeah.
things.
He can't, no one can kill this man. Alright, apparently. So there you go.
Apparently being captured by the Emperors hasn't seen Big Mom in a couple of decades.
Roger got executed by 2 fighter Marines.
Yeah.
And that's how it is. Right?
In lockdown.
Exactly. From Beyond 13. Why are people bugging out? Why no samurai use road to cut large blocks and cut sea stone into shape? We don't know that, but probably. Alright. Do you think all the top tier swordsmen have that ability? Like, do people think that Shanks is not slicing up Kaido like sushi rolls? Again, Shanks is the God King, of course. But just because you can cut Kaido doesn't mean you can cut straight through Kaido and fucking one-shot him.
Luffy applied damage to Katakuri. The fight still lasted 12 hours.
Yeah.
So,
Relax. Alright?
yes. Next question.
From Real Talk Shinibi. Call-in show, please. He wants a call-in show to talk about something.
Just roast it next week. I'm sorry.
Just the legendary Just Rose and recap is next
We'll
week.
see what happens.
Alright? Are we live streaming that?
Do you want to get distracted by comments?
It'll last even longer.
Yes.
But I do want people to show up. I do want people to be there. To experience the live show. We might take our question. We might change how we do questions. For Just Rosa.
Do we even do questions?
Do we even do questions? Do we even do talk about the show? We always do hashtag Shanks.
There's no question.
Alright? But, yeah. It's going to be a different show next week. Alright? There you go. From Caliber Hitchens. Crocodile versus Doflamingo.
Doflamingo.
Wow.
Next question. Don't even.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
Next
It's not
question.
even a question there. It's Doflamingo, alright? From Chris D. Why are people getting upset about the Scabbards piecing Kaido? Red Marines and Marineford pierce Whitebeard, as well as bullets and cannon fire from Marines.
Yeah, Whitebeard wasn't.
And the Blackbeard pirates. But Whitebeard
does
didn't
it
have
have
the
the law?
legend of undamageable. Right?
But, people, they get upset about perceived scale and
all that kind of stuff.
law and headcanon and shit.
Yeah, Hiroguro has it, all that kind of thing. Do you think... What do you guys think about this working on Big Mom? Will it work on Big Mom? Will we work on Big Mom?
Yes.
But it seems like Big Mom is also a Haki master.
We'll see.
We've
But
seen
it should.
Big Mom use
Ryo
Haki.
is the thing that, yes, it'll do damage. Well, what else? What else do you need? Like, come on. Super Ryo?
Yeah.
We don't need to keep on adding systems.
But it's not... Big Mom's Iron Balloon is like, she's tough. It's not like she's an unkillable monster that can't be damaged and is mystical.
Uh-huh.
So, from Zibin. Yeah, from Beyond 13. Kid is somehow related to Zebek. Rock's Pirates. Kid's theme is rock and roll, and it would be explain his unnatural amount of ability might be a stretch.
Sounds like a stretch. The reasoning sounds like a stretch. I wouldn't be surprised if he's some rock.
I wouldn't be surprised if he has some connection to Zebek or some, but I think it's Blackbeard who's gonna have that connection.
Yeah.
Just because it seems like the most logical step. From Zeman. Are y'all in the camp that the Scabbards herded Kaido makes sense, or do you see it as inconsistent power scaling? Personally, I don't have a problem with it. He was caught off guard, and he wasn't caught off guard. But again, the snark thing is an owl.
Is he talking about the trauma as well?
No, he's not. He got caught off guard and attacked by 9 decently strong fighters at once. And the attack didn't seem to hurt him that much. Also, if he couldn't even do any damage to Kaido, then what's the point of introducing and hyping up the Scabbards in the first place? Now, I would say the Scabbards, we've talked about the Scabbards didn't really get.
And they have Ryo, and they are able to do it.
Sure.
Yes.
Power scaling wise, it's fine.
It's fine.
Alright, it's fine.
Plot-wise, perhaps disappointing.
It's a little disappointing plot wise, but we've talked about this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
From Realist, Kaido is not weak in any way. Is the whole community retarded? It's clear that when the Scabbards attacked Kaido, they gave him PTSD or Odin shown by the immediate flashback at the start of this chapter. It's not even that. It's just that they have Ryo. It's not that complicated. I'm gonna veto that. It's just... The trauma isn't real because go read the official. He's wondering why he's getting pierced. He's wondering why they could hurt him. So it seems like in any situation, in any standard, he can't be damaged. So go read the official. It's even simpler than that. They just have Rio. It's even simpler.
Yes.
Alright. From our plan, will Christian admit on the show that he was wrong about Kinemon? Absolutely not. Stay tuned for the Dressrosa recap. Because there is a lot of Kinemon bullshit going on.
Okay, we'll get to it.
And we'll get to it in the Kinemon, in the Dressrosa recap. From Bindle. So what is the worst statement made about this chapter? The Scabbards knowing Rio destroys the plot of Punk Hazard, Dressrosa, and Zoro. I don't know how to destroy. They'll destroy the plot.
He's asking what's the most worst comment, Christian. So just read all.
I know. Titles do not mean anything in One Piece. Luffy is Yonko level. And will not need help beating Kaido, or that Kaido is no longer a top 10 most powerful character in the verse. They're all retarded, they're all stupid. Relax. Again, he didn't fucking explode into a fucking mist of blood and die.
Yes.
This is not a Zetsu Madara situation where he got snuck and he's dead. Alright? So
there's a lot of stupid comments going around.
yeah.
But hopefully we, explained it.
Alright. From question mark. Do you guys think that the rope polygraph pointing towards Albath and Raftel being a sky island? Will Raftel be a sky island or a space island?
Maybe. Doubt it now. Roger, Buggy were on the sea.
Yeah, it
Shanks
seems-
and Buggy were on the sea. It seems like an island.
Seems like a normal island. Would it tie into the cover story and the solar module rather than all these hints at the space being irrelevant? Then when Enel is reintroduced, Luffy can hit him with the smash bat, and Enel hype can finally die. I mean,
I appreciate the agenda.
I appreciate the agenda of Enel getting one shot.
But Luffy getting one shot by Emperor level Luffy is not really killing the hype.
From Dart, what are your thoughts on Digimon?
No thoughts. Completely irrelevant.
I've maybe seen the show once. Never owned a toy. Never played any of the games. It's a knockoff Pokemon, and I will not participate.
Indulge it.
Alright? From Red Robin Podcast, the Nine Scabbards officially disband after Wano. They can either join the Kid Pirates, High Pirates, Stray Edge Pirates. Who do you guys divide them up with? It's a hypothetical. Who goes with who?
They all go with Luffy, obviously.
Sure.
Why would they go with Luffy? Why would they go with Laurel Kid?
Yeah.
Makes no sense. But, hopefully you'd assume some of them die, some of them stay in Wano. Chuda, Momonosuke,
Yeah. Alright.
Sashiori.
Alright. Next question from Zarkon. As you are both artists, do you have any tips to new artists or things you wish you had known as a beginner?
Keep doing it.
Seek knowledge. Also.
It's nothing we didn't know, though.
Sure. But seek knowledge, don't always see room for improvement.
Yeah, it's always aim for improvement, and eventually you will be a good.
Yeah. Alright. Now, from Bardock, will Oda finally start the proper fights now? This chapter felt a good step in the right direction. I hope it doesn't skip this one. Bardock, the man known as Oda.
He's happy for blood.
He loves blood, he loves to see blood.
He got blood this week.
He got it.
You might get it next week.
Right. From Felipe, my interpretation of this chapter is that Oda was going for dramatic theme storytelling. Yeah, we know, but it.
We talked. It falls flat. We know.
Yeah. With great visual reputation of exaggerated the moment, like Kaido screaming. Did Kaido scream?
Yeah, he's like,
Because he feels
like,
pain.
why
for
is
the first
Kaido
time.
screaming?
Yeah. Okay. In that mind, do you think that Oda could kill all the Scabbards to create a great tension between Luffy? That would be insane. if Kaido just annihilates all the Scabbards. Instant threat. Alright?
What kind of big kid?
Everyone's scared, alright? Yeah, Kaido needs to raise himself back up. Right? Which he will do. There's always ebbs and flows in battles and storytelling. So, yeah. From Crusopp, in which reverie did Sunpatch call out Dritz? The
Bragos?
second one. Is the second one?
Was it
Was
Bragos?
Might have been Bragos. The second reverie. Or the third.
I think it was Bragos.
Yeah. I can't remember which one. Was that the moment you fell in love? You knew you were in love with Dritz? No.
Dritz took a long time.
It took a long time. I hate Dritz. I still hate Dritz.
But you see his sad situation.
I want to help Dritz.
Yeah.
Alright? In all seriousness, Dritz, he tries. Alright?
It's respectable.
It's respectable. Alright? Okay, moving on. For Rhaegar, when One Piece ends, what will happen to all One Piece YouTubers in the community? And where will they go?
They'll find other series, they'll stop.
Most channels will probably stop. It's a bit of fun.
We'll be here forever because of JoJo.
It will never end.
This channel will revive when part 7 happens, when part 8
every
happens.
JoJo season will return.
Yes.
Alright? But most of them will probably disappear. The guys who do it as a living, they'll find a new way. They'll find something else.
Hopefully someone takes the mantle.
There's always seasonal anime. There's always things to do. There's always games.
Just look at when Bleach ended already.
all the big guys diversify. I've already diversified. You look at Cole. He does Twitch,
Roger
does games, does other shows.
Anime
Roger, same thing.
They all turn into a generalist channel.
But mainly One Piece. But yeah. Mainly. I mean, Sawyer these days is just One Piece.
And I guess Teki as well has completely transitioned to One Piece.
No, Teki still does his videos on Yu-Gi-Oh! And other topics and Bleach and shit.
So there you go.
Yeah, they'll be fine. But most of us will just disappear into the night. We're here for One Piece.
One Piece Z. We'll give it a shot.
Man. From Joe's name, being a virgin is my game. When will that name change? When that name's changed, we know our boy has become a man. Alright? You think Usopp's nose is bigger than his dick? Alright, with those types of questions.
Next question.
Alright? I know he's African.
The next question. Alright.
But seriously, I know many One Piece fans have
Who?
Alright, different question. Will Usopp wield the 10-ton hammer at the end of the series?
A real one?
A real one.
No.
I mean, I could see it happening in his last fight.
Where would he get it from?
Usopp hammer.
Sure.
He just picks up a giant rock.
He's got a significant strength.
The brave warrior of the sea power up. Alright?
Just next question, alright?
From Felipe yet again. With One Piece being close to ending, what is your general feeling towards the series as a whole until now, and how do you think you guys will feel at the end? Still to go.
We're still going strong. We're still looking forward to the end.
How can you forget the grand moments of One Piece?
Listen, alright, if I were to edit it in 10 years, people would say, oh, he rushed it. It's because of the statement has been made. We'll see.
We'll see what happens there. And the last question coming in from Jordan Lee. Do you guys read the Arthur's Return to Reverie fan-made manga? What do you think of the backstories of Devil Fruits, Army Joyboy, and the name of the actual One Piece word is called the All Blue?
No.
See, the problem is too many meme theories in there.
Stop.
No. It's just
stop.
Do your fan fights, that's fine. Whatever.
Sure.
Don't do big reveals. Leave that to Oda. Don't touch it, please.
Once I saw the Gorosei panel of all their abilities, I was there. I'm like, this is too much memes.
Yeah. Alright. There you go. There's a show.
Another week.
Another week in the bag. Next week, the legendary
Oh my
Dressrosa
God.
recap. 6 hours. Guess how many pages
20.
the notes are at? We're already on 20 pages. And we're 50% through the arc.
40 pages.
Guess how many words we're at?
I don't know. Couple of thousand.
20,000 words. 40. A prediction of 40,000. No. We're at 12,000 words. A proclamation of 24,000 words by the end of it.
24,000.
24,000 words. Alright? Alright? People want it, I give it to them. Alright? It's going to be paid. Alright? There you go. Subscribe to the show. Like the show. Hit the bell. Share the show. Join Patreon if you want to fucking...
Thunderdome.
Do the Thunderdome.
Ooh, you know, look forward to all this stuff.
We appreciate the Patreon. The Patreon people, alright? Shanks is the God King.
Good night.
Good night.